Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning. I will review the material about shipping document. Shipping document are all document need for export and import purpose. Its function are as an official statement on the purchase of goods from the seller and the buyer, and then as proof the buyer has received the good through the signature list on the delivery order. Okay, I will explain some of the documents that must be prepared before making a shipment. Commercial invoice. This document is often used in international trade. The commercial invoice is a note detailing the information on the number of goods sold, the price of the goods, and the calculation of the payment. The commercial invoice must include the number and date of the commercial invoice document, the name of the buyer or importer, the name of the goods, the price per unit, the total price of all goods, and the method of delivery. Other information can be included such as the name of the ship or aircraft, container, loading and unloading place. Its function is that this document serves as a reference for tax calculation or can also be included as a tax invoice as a reference for custom official when checking. Bill of lading. Bill of lading is a letter of receipt of goods that have been loaded on a ship and is also proof of ownership of goods and as evidence of a contract or agreement for the carriage of goods by sea. Bill of lading is a document for the transportation of goods that contain complete information regarding sender name, ship name, payload data, loading port, unloading port, freight detail, payment method, consignment name. Bill of lading function. Number 1. As a receipt of goods or cargo stating that the goods have been loaded onto the ship. Number 2. As a document of ownership that is useful for picking up goods at the port of unloading. Number 3. As a contract of carriage, the goods or cargo will be loaded onto the ship to the destination. Proforma invoice. Proforma invoice is one of the important document need is buying and selling transaction. Proforma invoice is a temporary invoice given by the supplier or seller to the customer before sending the good or service. The function of proforma invoice is proforma invoice as an estimate of the estimated price to be paid to settle the bill. Record a product estimate that will be purchased by consumer or customer. The buyer can repair the good or service as well as the value purchased if the record does not match the order. Letter of credit. An international payment method that makes it possible for an exporter to receive direct payment without waiting for news from abroad. The payment will be received after the goods and documents are sent overseas or to the customer. Its function is to facilitate the payment process. Certificate of manufacture. Certificate made by the manufacturer of the exported good or supplier that describe the quality of the good or export trade, including an explanation of whether the goods are new or not and whether they meet the standard of the good specific. Certificate of inspection. For the import of goods, if the goods to be imported are not new, a special permit is required from the Ministry of Trade, and the surveyor will issue a certificate which is usually called a certificate of inspection. As in courtroom, the selling party has the responsibility until the product ordered by the buyer arrives at the port of the purchaser and is ready near the sending ship for loading. FOB. FOB is the process of delivering goods that have been agreed upon by the seller or buyer in the export and import process. CEV. CEV is a payment method in which the exporter will be responsible for the process of procuring goods for customer or consumer. Bonded warehouse, a place to store, stockpile, put, pack, and or process goods originating from outside the Indonesian custom area and within the Indonesian custom area. Custom duty. Custom duty is tax imposed on import and export of goods. The rate of custom duties are either specific or on an ad valorem basis, that is, it is based on the value of goods. Custom brokers. Custom broker or custom house broker is work position that can be employed by affiliate with freight forwarders, independent business or shipping line, importer, exporter, trade authorities, and custom broker firm. Okay, that's enough explanation for me. I apologize if there are wrong words in the delivery of the material. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.